Landforms. The Earth's surface is not flat and has many different shapes. Mountains and plateaus are examples of landforms. Landforms can be categorized and organized in a hierarchy. Continents and oceans are the largest landforms on Earth. Valleys and sand dunes are examples of smaller landforms. First-order landforms. Oceans are the highest order of landforms on Earth's surface. Continents are the first visible landforms and are part of the first order of the hierarchy. There are 7 continents on Earth: North and South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. Most of the Earth's surface is covered by water. The world's ocean area is divided into 5 oceans: Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic, and Southern. Distribution of oceans and continents has been a subject of interest and debate among geographers. Theories explaining the distribution of oceans and continents include contractionist theories and horizontal displacement theories. Tetrahedral theory of L. Green is a representative of contractionist theories. Tetrahedral theory. Tetrahedral theory is based on the concept of Earth's distortion of shape. The theory proposes that the Earth resembles a tetrahedron with continents on its raised edges and oceans in its depressed faces. As the Earth cooled, its volume reduced, but its solid crust prevented the surface area from decreasing. Tetrahedral shape was proposed as a way to reconcile the reduction in volume with the constant surface area. However, the theory did not find much support, as a mass rotating on its axis would not be stable with the tetrahedral shape. Continental drift theory. Theory of continental drift is based on the idea of horizontal displacement of continents. The best representative of this theory is Wegener's theory. Theory suggests that all the continents were once joined together as a single landmass called Pangaea. Pangaea got fractured and different blocks moved away from each other, forming the present-day continents and oceans. Theory has been criticized on many grounds. The idea of horizontal displacement got new support from studies in paleomagnetism and seafloor spreading, leading to the formulation of the theory of plate tectonics. Volcanic rocks containing magnetic elements get magnetized by the magnetic field of the Earth, and such magnetism is called paleomagnetism. Plate tectonics theory. Plate tectonics is the most accepted theory explaining the distribution of oceans and continents. The Earth's lithosphere is divided into rigid plates that move due to convection currents. This movement causes phenomena like volcanic activity, earthquakes, and the formation of mountains and trenches. Plate margins where plates interact with each other are associated with these phenomena. Divergent margins are where plates move apart, forming new rocks. Convergent margins are where plates come together and form mountains or trenches. Conservative margins are where plates slide past each other. Rocks in the central parts of the oceans are younger than those along the margins. New crust is formed at midoceanic ridges and spreads outwards towards the older rocks at the margins. This is called seafloor spreading. The concept of seafloor spreading is a foundation of plate tectonics. Second-order landforms. There are different types of landforms found on both continents and oceans. These are categorized as landforms of the second order. Examples of these landforms are plateaus, mountains, slopes, plains, deep-sea forms, lakes, and continental shelves. Plains. Plains are flat areas of land with little difference in elevation. There are different types of plains based on how they were formed, such as peneplains, floodplains, delta plains, alluvial plains, coastal plains, lacustrine plains, karst plains, and glacial plains. Relief refers to the variation in altitude from sea level, with high relief areas having greater variation and low relief areas having little variation. Peneplains are featureless plains formed through erosion and deposition, with raised parts called monadnocks. Floodplains, delta plains, and alluvial plains are formed through river deposition, with examples like the Gangaimuna-Doa plain and Sundarban plain. Coastal plains are parts of the shelf that have been uplifted and emerged from water, with examples like parts of the eastern coastal plain of India. Lacustrine plains are old lake beds that have been filled by deposition from rivers, etc., with examples like the Duns Dewars. Karst plains are formed in limestone areas mainly through underground water, while glacial plains are formed through glacial erosion and deposition, with examples found in high-latitude areas where glaciers are the chief agents of erosion. Loess plains are formed through fine debris deposited by winds from a great distance away from the source region of the eroded matter. Plateaus. Plateaus are areas of elevated land with a near-level surface and high relative relief. They can be higher than some mountain ranges, such as Bolivia and Tibet. Plateaus can be classified as intermontane, Piedmont, or continental. Intermontane plateaus are surrounded by mountains on all sides or situated between two mountain ranges. Piedmont plateaus lie between mountains on one side and the sea or plains on the other. Continental plateaus are extensive tablelands rising abruptly from seas or lowlands and are not associated with mountain-building movements. Examples of plateaus include the Tibetan Plateau, Patagonian Plateau, Indian Plateau, Arabian Plateau, and Greenland. Most continental plateaus are ancient shield areas made up of igneous rocks. Mountains. Mountains are much higher than surrounding areas and have steep slopes. They have sharp peaks and are areas of high local relief. Mountains generally have an elevation of more than 600 meters and are made up of a series of ranges. Peaks that are higher than 600 meters are called hills. Mountains are classified into four types based on their formation: fold, block, volcanic, and residual. Fold mountains are formed by the crumpling and compression of the Earth's crust. Block mountains are formed through fracturing and displacement of rocks due to tensional forces. Volcanic mountains are formed through the deposition of volcanic lava. Residual mountains are formed through erosion of uplands, where softer rocks erode faster than harder rocks. Residual mountains can also be called relict mountains and sometimes represent old landforms that have been denuded.